barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Thank you, guys. Oh shit! I go get my family running. Hey, it's a family routine. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is beautiful. That's funny as hell. We just dropped Lincoln off, and I always go to the gym, and Dre always goes running. Look at Dre running. Go! Go! Before I hit you. Before I hit you and get some insurance money. Anyways, man, that was funny as hell because I never see her running. We always go in opposite directions. But anyways, man, I want to talk about Deontay Wilder. Oh, first, my Patreon, giving away 2 tickets to Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, December 1st. So feel free to join the Patreon. I'll pick the winner the week of the fight. That'll give you enough time to get in and get out if you like. So that should be exciting. 2, I had planned on going to Deontay Wilder's this past weekend, but I had some family stuff I had to take care of. And I want to go November. The only other week where Alabama's in town is November 10th. But I have tickets to Russ, and if you fuck with me on Instagram, you know how much I love Russ. I have tickets for Russ November 9th, so that's going to be tough for me to get to. So I may have to go on a week where it's no Alabama football. I want to go. I've never been to an Alabama football game, so I was trying to plan it around that. There's still hope I could leave. Maybe catch a red eye December 9th or December 10th. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I spoke to the camp. We're all good. I just got to lock in some dates. I'm not going to contact them without having dates. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, yeah. So I want to talk about that, and also I want to talk about the undercard. The undercard should be coming out pretty soon, but the undercard for the Deontay Wilder card, Gerald Washington, Joe Joyce, that's been spoke of. Actually, the manager confirmed that. I actually broke that news in front of when I did the interview with Richard Schaefer. 1 and 2, we got Jared Hurd. Jared Hurd was in LA this past week, and I'm uncertain if he still is here, but maybe he was taking care of the business for the undercard. And lastly, the one you guys don't know of is John Molina versus Omar Figueroa. Now, that's a hell of a fight. That's a fight of the year candidate. Omar Figueroa throws about 80 to 100 punches around, and John Molina gives his mind, body, and spirit when he's in the ring. And so that's the last fight that I know of. I can call around and get some more information, but they were supposed to announce. They told me 2 weeks from the press conference that they were announcing the undercard for that fight, but I guess they're not. So maybe it comes down this week, maybe it comes down early next week, but I can anticipate a heavy undercard, and it's going to be dual city, so it's going to be dual simulcast, so we're going to get a boxing all day that day, because don't forget the Adonis Stevenson fight, and I'm real curious to see how much Badu Jack took out of Adonis Stevenson in that fight. So I'm real curious. So we'll see how that transpires, and so I think they may show that fight earlier in the day. I'm uncertain if he's fighting in Toronto, because he's fighting in Toronto. If they show at 1 o'clock here, it'll be 4 o'clock in Toronto. So if you guys have never been visit Toronto, I suggest that you guys visit Toronto. Toronto is one hell of a city, and if you're fortunate enough to visit Toronto around Caravana season, I suggest that you do it. And I'm just talking to my single men out there. If you've been to Caravana, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. What else is going on? Oh, let's talk about Tyson Fury. I don't know if I touched on this, or maybe I did, but Tyson Fury's been real quiet. That means he's working. Deontay Wilder, the Boxing Voice, is doing a hell of a job covering him. I haven't watched their videos yet, but I intend on watching it sometime tonight, today, somewhere in there, or I'll say this week. I want to catch up and see what Deontay Wilder's doing, and I'm excited for this fight. The floodgates are open now. I think we're free and clear in terms of, well, we got Daniel Jacobs is fighting Devin Janko October 27th, and after that, November feels like a slow month. And then we have Deontay Wilder, so we'll have 30 days to really go hard and promote that fight and get everyone excited about the baddest man on the planet stepping into the ring December 1st. And his intro to his, oh man, his coming out, his ring entrance is what it's called, against Tyson Fury will be something you've never ever seen before. And I'm just letting you guys know that now. I'm not giving shit away. I'm not even telling my best friend. I'm not saying a damn thing. But that ring entrance Deontay Wilder is going to have for Tyson Fury, it's going to be insane. So anticipate that, expect that. It should be exciting. It should be exhilarating. I guarantee you his ring entrance will go viral. That's all I can say. What else? What else is going on in the sport of boxing that I haven't talked about, because we've been talking about Crawford and Spence, and I'm about to get stuck by this train traffic. We have this something called the Blue Line out here in LA on Exposition, and it just halts traffic, because they come every 5 to 7 minutes, so the thing goes down and up all the time. So I'm always stuck here. So that's basically where I'm at now. You see the traffic. But I want to do another video on Terence Crawford because of what he posted. Someone sent me a screenshot of what he posted, and it kind of like, what are you talking about? I don't know if he's delusional. I don't know, but when I drop this video, you guys will completely understand. And obviously the men who aren't men is going to rebuttal me and say I'm this and that, but I really don't have any ill will. I have no skin in the game as it relates to Terence Crawford. Nothing. I can care less. I'm just, and I want y'all to understand this. When I talk about a fighter, and I take it bigger than the fighter is to get you to click the button. Naturally, I'm gonna talk about the fighter, but it's a bigger issue. It's a bigger topic, and I believe it can be a learning experience for all of us, myself included. Every time I do a video, it quite possibly could be a cathartic experience for me, a learning experience for me. You understand? Because although I have access, and I thank heavens that I've been granted access to cover fights on y'all behalf, and I just want to say thank you for that as well. I'm learning every day. I see how much growth I've grown, and so all the haters, detractors, I don't mind that you guys hate, because you guys are going to watch the videos and comment on every video, which is fine. I don't mind that, but I hope you're growing too. like for real, I hope the haters are growing. I hope you're not standing still, because there's no such thing as standing still. You're either moving forward or going backwards. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's simply what it is. So that's the boxing stuff I have today. And another thing, see, here's the train coming. Another train. Everyone was talking about New Year's resolutions. If you start your New Year's resolution January 1st, because you're not going to start it January 1st, because you're going to watch football. And if you're black, you're going to eat some chitlins. If you're Latino, you're going to have tamales, pozole. I think that's what Latinos eat on New Year's. You're going to start January 2nd, but you're going to be full, so you're going to have to start January 3rd. You understand what I'm saying? So start now. Whether it's a financial goal, whether it's a spiritual goal, start now. Because I remember having a conversation with the dude. He said he's preparing to make his pitch to oh no, let's take it even better. I did an interview with a man. It's My Skin Is Your Sin is his YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe to his channel. And he says he wanted big radio show or something like that. I'm paraphrasing because I might have forget the exact conversation, but the gist of that conversation was he wanted a big network and wanted to have a big radio show. And I says, so let's say like ESPN or something like that. I says, every time you open up your mouth, you're on ESPN. Hopefully you guys got that. I'll say it again for the guys in the back of the room that didn't hear me. Every time you open up your mouth, you're on ESPN. And that's the mindset you got to have. You understand what I'm saying? And that's an amazing mindset to have. That every time you do something, every time you open up your mouth, you're already at the apex of where you need to be. You understand? Even in the face of the storm, even when you are overcome with adverse circumstances, whether it be financial, whether it be spiritual, but every time you do something, every time you talk, you're speaking, you're on ESPN. You understand? And the other story I was going to tell you about, I was trying to help him get organized because he wanted to make a pitch to, he said Netflix. And I told him, I says, every time you make a pitch to someone, it's a pitch to Netflix. You don't know people's worth. You don't know people's contacts. You don't know people. So every time you make a pitch, you gotta put your best foot forth. And honestly, I say this a lot. That's the story of my life. If you guys see me in person, you guys will say there's nothing physically special about me. Nothing. And my pride meter is getting less and less every day of my life. You know, I'm 40 years old. When I was 20, I probably would have been able to say that about myself. But there's nothing physically special about me. You know, I blend in a room. But you know what doesn't blend in my room? My spirit and my work ethic. That doesn't blend in. That's not normal. That shit is Hall of Fame worthy. And at the end of the day, that spiritual development component and that work ethic. And what I had to learn, because when you're young and you compete, you always compare your work ethic against your teammates' work ethic. And I had to grow out of that. You know how you measure your work ethic? By your standards. Right? And hopefully your standards are raising every day and every day and every day. But yeah, that's how you measure your work ethic. You measure your own work ethic. So anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'm not going to make this a 30-minute video like I did yesterday. But I got a couple videos I want to do today. And I thank you guys for tuning in. I'm about to hit the gym. I woke up. Dude, I can't keep weight on now anymore, man. I'm like, damn, so. But anyways, man, have a great day. I had a great run this morning. Now I'm off to the boxing gym to go work on this Jamal Charlo power jab. Hopefully that inspired y'all motherfuckers to laugh at me and get y'all motherfuckers up and get to the gym of some sort. Get better today. If you're 270 pounds right now, November 16th, you need to be 260 pounds. If you haven't read a book this year, November 16th, you need to be done with your first book. If you haven't had any spiritual development, you haven't meditated this year, you haven't looked at yourself spiritually, November 16th, you need to have November 16th, you need to have a full-fledged spiritual conversation with yourself. If you're financially short on change, by November 16th, next month, you need to have a financial outline of where you're at and where you're going. No one else needs to know your net worth. You need to know your net worth. Barbershop conversation. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. And I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll holla.